was an amazing experience seeing your film here, now in black and white. So I was wondering, after shooting and editing and watching the finished film in color many times, I assume, how did you feel when you first saw the images converted to black and white? And were there any special considerations during that post-production process?
Yeah. During post-production of this black and white version, me and cinematographer our approach was just something technical. So you have to manipulate the good contrast and many things like that. But after finishing everything, when we watch, so every time we got some different emotion. For me, personally, when I first watched the black and white version, it feels more, how can I say, I could more concentrate on the eye of the actors, more characters. The main actress, Kim Hye-ja, she also watched the black and white version, and she said quite similar things, more characters. And also, I imagined what happened if I erase, delete all sound and music in this movie and put the subtitle like old, silent film era like that. So actually, during a few years, I hated 3D movies. Before I watched The Life of Pi. With Life of Pi, my mind a little bit changed, but before that, I hate that. I hate 3D. But in the movie history, in the beginning of the cinema was just black and white and no sound, very pure. 2006 or 7 in Cinémathèque Française, I watched Nosferatu without any sound, 1.5 hours. The very silent cinema, 200 of people, very calm and silent watching the image. It was very pure experience. And then sound came and color came. Now we in the 3D. So 연어가 간을 거슬러 올라가듯이 이런 것들을 하나씩 제거해 나가면, 그리고 흑백의 무성영화 같은 식으로 만들어서 이걸 본다면 어떤 느낌? 그게 되게 궁금하더라고요. 그게 어떻게 가장 순수한 영화의 어떤 모습까지 도달하게 되지 않을까 하는 생각도.
Like a salmon swimming upstream, so removing things, this kind of effects from the movie, we wanted to see whether it can reach a very pure state of the film.
Curious about the acupuncture in the last scene. Yeah, because previously I regarded as a suicide. The mother take it for herself. Yeah, but with the color varies from the black white into the colorful and the dancing and the music. So maybe I believe it is a pain releasing. Yeah, in the end. So, what is your intention to?
그 재밌는 관점인 것 같고요. 듣고 보니 정말 그렇네요.
Okay, it's an interesting point of view, and now that he hears your point, that he feels that you're right.
Maybe it seems like she really forget painful something. 해방되는 고통으로부터 그런 느낌.
Being released from the pain, kind of felt that kind of.
But the very, maybe I said just before, the very basic idea, the basic reason was during that post-production work to transfer to black and white. Me and cinematographer love that the final sunshine, the color, and the beauty of the sunshine a lot. So we could not change that. So yeah, we have to keep this, and so very simple reason. But you said that there is some borderline of the black and white to color. So 그거를 이제 주인공과 관련된 관점에서 본다면 그렇게 볼 수 있을 것 같고요. 그렇게 해서 보여지는 다른 어떤 느낌이 이 버전에만 있는 거라면 저는 뭐 좋을 것 같습니다. 저도 좋은 얘기인 것 같습니다.
I guess from the point of view of the main character. how it may look. And if it gives that kind of feeling due to the transition, then he feels happy that it has that kind of effect in the film.
Okay, because of time limit, we have one more question.
Thank you very much for the movie. For me, it's one of the best examples of the Korean style in cinema, in terms of acting, in terms of choreography, in terms of emotional impact, and the importance of the story and characters. Now that you are started working with international big productions and bigger budgets, do you feel like your style is changing or going to change? And what is it for you to remain true to yourself? Thank you.
Yeah, the Snowpiercer, it was my first time English language movie, and also based on French sci-fi graphic novel. So I made that movie not because I want to be a Hollywood director, but for the mechanism, because I just fascinated by that story, of the original graphic novel. And that story is the story about the human survivors remains in the running train on New Ice Age. So it's a human story about human survivors. So if in the train, all the characters, all the people inside the train, human survivors, all Korean actors, it looks very awkward. That's the reason I did some international casting, European, American actors, and movie become English language movie. But actually, Snowpiercer is Korean movie, Korean financed, Korean produced. And I have for my next project, so I have two ideas, and it's all based on, it's all Korean language movie. Yeah. So 그냥 하던 대로 쭉 하게 될 것 같아요. 그래서 별 큰 차이는 없고요.
Don't think there's going to be major change coming. He's just going to continue the same as he's always had.
I just grabbed this chance to ask one last question. The gentleman mentioned the going international. So Snowpiercer, of course, is German, Korean funded, etc. But it was released by Weinstein, and Weinstein is very well known to have edited versions of the international releases, like even Wong Kar-wai, so the Grandmaster, have to undergo quite some editing. So I heard that this film goes intact without editing. How did you manage that?
Yeah. During almost 1 year, it's quite long story. So many things happened, and it can be a one book. But anyway, the movie is quite safe now. So now it's released in many countries, European, Asian countries, and finally released in North America on late June. And we did the same director's cut. So, but small size releasing, limited release. But I'm happy with that. Maybe the financiers, our financiers, are a little bit sad. But I'm sorry to them. But I'm very happy with my own version releasing everywhere, every country, the same version. So I was quite lucky, and I love and I admire Mr. Weinstein. Yeah.
So thank you very much, Mr.